because I don't know
Chris,
anything.
you're doing it already.
I don't know anything to say that's that.
Just read your stuff.
I'm not even on yet. I just will be supportive when you start.
You're doing.
You can start it, and then I'll be chiming in.
I started it. Now you be supportive.
I'm being chiming in by saying I'll be there.
Chris, we just talked about this, right?
Right.
You're doing it.
I'm not. Wait, where am I? What am I doing? I have 21%. Oh
Nothing,
yeah.
Nothing. I should have recorded the conversation.
No, I got it.
Okay. I don't know. There's a couple people here. Just read whatever you want. Just start it off. Just start us off. I'll just jump in whenever.
Okay, I'm getting there. It's not showing me.
Nobody's gonna remember what I just said anyway. It's not gonna be the same.
It's just
people.
me and you in this room.
It's not gonna be the same people.
There's 2 people in the room.
I know. What I just freaking say.
But there's 2 people in the room.
It's not gonna be the same. They're not gonna be the same people to know what I was talking about before because it's been too long. But
Well, it'll be fine. I saw something today in the paper. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Oops.
really? So we'll just sit here and be quiet and wait for you?
Well, I don't know if us talking will make a difference. If people chime in or not.
Probably not.
Where do we find that otherwise? Let's see. I'm gonna find this right here now. And it's not having any words. Doesn't have any. There's no words to it. You're just shaking your head like. I don't.
We're just waiting. Waiting to see if anybody hears from before. Patton's back. What's up?
How do you see all that? Oh, there it is. Comes to me later by a few seconds.
Were you here when I was on my rant a little while ago, Patton? About, I don't know, half hour ago, something like that.
I think so.
Is Patton there?
I don't know. I think so. I just wrote hello, so. It is a great color. Is that what you're wearing right now?
What?
It's Morphe?
For what I'm wearing right now. You're sitting next to me.
No, is that what you're wearing?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's excellent. Really good choice.
ZK? No, I was on a rant and a rave about the trans people in sports. I don't know if I can catch that passion again. I'll probably catch hell for what I said, but what am I going to do? I was just curious if anybody was a holdover from that rant. I'm afraid that the community might come after me. Chris?
Yes.
Dude, read some stats.
I'm sorry, I was trying to spell.
Thank you, Network. That's really kind.
Echoes here too.
What is it? I have to put you guys on a different screen. I'm too old. I can't see. Yeah, I was just on a rant and a rave about the lunacy and the argument about trans women in sports. It's just so stupid. Absolutely stupid.
Because
What do you mean because?
there's so many reasons why.
Because just to present that as truth is, to me, is just beyond retarded. Just, what is this one here? Where's all the stuff over here? That's old, I think.
I don't have that same screen.
Can you read?
Yeah, I have. It says, "Who cares if it's a guy? Remember, men was the first on earth. The woman comes from the man."
What are you talking about?
You said read something, so I read that.
No, I mean the comments.
That's what I read. A
Okay,
comment.
which one is that?
It's
Who cares?
Network.
Okay, who's it? Okay, read it again.
Reels and Jason Reels Network. Who cares if it's a guy? Remember, men was the first on earth. The woman comes from the man.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know anything.
I don't know what that has to do with
I don't
anything.
think it does have to do.
ZK, you have a question? Go ahead and ask.
They did say you're so beautiful, though.
ZK has said they have a question before that. I need to get caught up here. Where the fuck is this? Okay, there we go. Oh, man hands. Yep, I know they are. But I bet you that wouldn't be a benefit in arm wrestling or thumb wrestling, would it? If you listen to, that. What?
There are many things that these trans activists are putting on us.
Yeah, there are, and we have to clean up the mess, Eco. We do.
Echo, he is.
Echo?
Or she is, yeah.
Eco? You don't know who that is?
Yeah, I don't know who ZK is.
I do.
Are those real? What?
Oh, what?
What
Why
do you
you
mean, are
being
those real?
Oh, I'm sorry, we're back to doucheland. I forgot.
That's funny right there.
Oh, idiot. Yeah, Eco. It is, and
Eco.
we're left to clean up the mess. It's like I'm tired of hearing it all day long on every newscast that I listen to. Is they always have one segment, dedicated to whether or not trans athletes have the advantage in sports. Of course they do, and to think that they don't is just retarded. It's just stupid. It's not insulting anybody, but just to believe that farcity is just beyond me. And then I get genius down here going, "Are those real?" Oh my lord. Anyway. You gotta remind me when we go back to Oz.
Well, ZK had a comment or two. 2 comments.
And then where are they at? I don't see them.
At the bottom of the comments.
Okay. Yeah, I just read those. Oh, sorry. He says sorry. Why'd you have to say that? Why couldn't you just give me a good argument? It's okay. I was in a mood.
I completely agree with you. If you go through a male puberty, you'll have male strength.
Yes.
That's what it said in my notes.
It will, yes. And the fact that it's not that. Nobody's debating all this stuff is all of a sudden when it comes to whether or not trans women athletes have an advantage, everybody becomes completely brain dead. And not realizing that all these assets that you have physically being raised, and a lot of times through adulthood as a male, and then you switch over that you don't have an advantage over your female competitors. To think that people just accept that as, oh yeah, that's true, there's no advantage there, you just need to work harder, is freaking just beyond. The thought is stupid, let alone asking the question. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I believe that people can be homosexual, but for a man to become a female is demolishing God's temple. Okay, you had me up until there. It ain't nothing about God's temple. Can a biological man be a biological female? Nope. Can't be. Although we feel really comfortable representing ourselves as women, right? I just don't want anybody to try to pull the wool over anybody else's eyes to think that I wouldn't have an advantage in a sporting arena. That's what this is about. Sports, right? Sports. That's what we're talking about. Sports.
There's not just muscle.
Not God.
There's
And whether or not we're ruining his temple.
Right.
Right? Okay, the temple's already been ruined. We're past that. Keep up.
There's not just muscle, but bone density,
Yes,
height,
exactly.
hand size.
Especially when it comes to hand size.
Yes. And increased cardiovascular performance, and
Yep.
that's from Echo.
Yep. If you don't believe me, have your girlfriend carry the ice chest through the beach next time
Oh, gosh.
and see how well she does. But, you're equals, and she's just as strong as you are, so you should get in a ring and beat them up. It's just, I don't know, the ignorance and that's why I went off on my last video. I don't know how it's, with my luck, YouTube will just bury it and nobody will ever see it, But I wanted it out there. I was calling the athletes out. I was daring them to do the right thing. And it's up to them now, If there was a God on earth, 2 things would happen. Is trans women that have wieners still would stay out of the women's bathrooms. And if women in sports would just admit that they have an advantage and leave, it would change the fucking world. It would change the world in one day. Just those two things would blow the doors off of the whole world. We'd be the top of the newscast everywhere. The trans community has spoken. They have withdrew from women's sports, and they have withdrew from women's restrooms with their penises. It would be like peace in the Middle East, right? The whole world would go, ah, just. Iko says, okay, let's talk about bathrooms. It's on an honor system. You just have to be honest with everybody, you know, like, do you have one? Well, yeah. But it's kind of hard going in the men's bathroom when you look like me. Well, yeah, I get that. You know, so let's just go home so I can take a shit there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The bathrooms are a little more touchy of a subject. I was just saying the two things that would turn this world upside down is if trans people would just do those two things. There's two little things. Let's all come together and do these two things. And then guess what? Everybody would leave us alone.
Mm-hmm.
They would. They would leave us alone. But now people, not only because are they mad at us over this sports things, now they want to eliminate us. Right? It's no longer that they just want us out of their sports. Now they want us out of everything. They want to take all the rights that we have away because they're so pissed off about that. So let's give them a little bit so they'll leave us alone.
Yeah.
Just so they leave us alone. So they let us adapt into society where we want to slide in and just have our own thing, have our own sports and our own this, you know, to where we could fit in and compete against each other and stop telling everybody that they're stupid. Because when you tell them that the trans athletes do not have an advantage, you're telling them, hey, stupid, we don't have an advantage. Oh my God. No trans women in locker rooms. Yeah, that's kind of, I get, that's more important to trans or to naturally born women than bathrooms. Locker rooms are way more important because they don't want anybody in there with the wiener showering with them, right?
Right.
So if you had to give natural born women a choice between the two, would you rather have them leave your bathrooms alone or your locker rooms alone? I think they'd pick the locker rooms, but I don't think they like us in either one.
Right.
You know, regardless. I'm just trying to be the happy medium is if you have bottom surgery, you really don't want to be in the, you don't really want to be in the guy's bathroom even if you're a guy.
Hello, Jay. Welcome.
But anyway, that's just my point. I know what you mean though, Iko, and I'm calling you by the name that you wanted me to, not by your real name. I'm respecting that, just so you know that.
But is it Echo? She's Echo.
Yeah, true. You got to go pee. It's Bailey.
Yeah, I know.
You just,
But I said, is it Echo?
yes.
She's on there under Echo now.
Real talk, real truth. Not naturally born women or biological women, just women. You cannot honestly tell me that you are mentally stable. I can honestly tell me that you're a dick. I mean, you come in here, you don't even know what we're talking about, and you spew a bunch of nonsense. Why don't you read what I've been saying before you come in here and start spewing a bunch of dumb shit? Because you make your race look stupid. Yeah, that's right. Real talk, real truth.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you really listen to what we were saying before? Really? Seriously, you might want to try that before you come in here, because you look really dumb right now. You really have no idea how dumb you look coming here saying what you just said, considering the subject that we're talking about. You freaking mental moron.
Did you get, that was the last comment that you were just reading?
What? Well, he's an idiot. For coming in here without even, wouldn't you like expect the room, you know, see what their conversation was about before you come in and just start spewing a bunch of nonsense?
Yeah.
You know, let's go in there and be the 12-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Let's go in there and poke fun. Yep, this will be good. Let's go streaking afterwards.
But the thing is this should have been done privately so that they didn't say something so rude.
If you want to dress like a woman, up like a woman, and die alone, that's your prerogative.
That's what I was asking if you saw
well,
that
really?
one.
Did you really say that to me? You really, man? You really said it to me? I wish you really said it. You hurt my feelings. Things are great. Go blow yourself, you idiot. I mean, God, you are the exact person that I definitely
dress up like
would
an
never
idiot?
talk to ever because you have no brain. Mr. Real Talk, Raw Truth. You're an idiot. That's the raw truth, idiot. You're a mental midget. God dang, you're so funny. Stupidity amuses me. If it wasn't for stupidity, we wouldn't have Democrats.
Right,
Fucking. Thank you, Natural. That's a normal person. The hair you're eating, I know. It really is a. Sorry, I've been riled up today. I was talking about the injustice in female trans athletes in women's sports, the injustice of it all. And then I have jerk off over there jumping in, trying to be like, dun, 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 I'm going to save the mankind and talk shit to this person. You know, make them feel ridiculous because they're dressed up like a woman. And we all know that that's a man. Right? It's just like, that's how you come in. That's how you come off as that person.
Mm.
What's up, Tucker? It's just funny. People like that just crack me up.
It'll make my day if you shout me out.
Tucker. Is that making a person's day?
Yeah, it'll make his day if you make
Whoa,
their day.
what up, Tucker? How's y'all doing?
You know, more aggressive howdy.
If you want to get stupider, talk to Real Talk Raw Truth. Because every minute you spend talking to that person, you become dumber.
Aw.
It's the truth. You're welcome, Tucker. I mean, it's just any other day, I probably wouldn't have jumped on their butt that hard, you know. But this today is just one of those days. It's just, I'm just not in the mood to put up with that goofy, moronic bullshit. It's like, really, it's comical.
Natural Editor loves your makeup.
Thank you. Hey, Haley. I guess I hurt his feelings and he left.
Who?
That person, Mr. Real Truth.
Oh, I don't know. I guess so.
He's probably going to run and tell my mom.
He's probably just typing right now.
No, he's going to go tell my mom. He's going to call YouTube on me and say I was mean to him, and YouTube's going to give me a personal strike because I was mean to, because he tells the truth. Freaking idiot. Oh, there he is. You're back. All I'm doing is proving your point? No, your point was that I'm pretending to be a girl. That I don't realize that I wasn't born a girl. That it's just shut up.
He deserves to leave.
Yeah, anybody who wants to eggs him out, I don't care.
Who's Jackson Smooth?
Smooth?
Smooth. Jackson Smooth. What do you think about Jackson Smooth? It says that was the question.
I was kidding about Democrats, Sandy. I really was. That part was a joke. I didn't mean that. If there was no dumb people, there wouldn't be Democrats. That part I was joking about. I really was. Sorry. That I will apologize for, right? I couldn't think of anything else, so I just said Democrats. I was trying to think of something else dumb, and I just said Democrats, but I didn't mean it. I'm registered as an independent as well, and a lot of times I've leaned towards the Democratic Party, and this time just not, but I didn't mean that, so I'm sorry, Sandy. Please accept my apologies.
Patton says, I've almost fallen from the top of my trailer.
Why?
I don't know. That's pretty scary, especially up at night.
13-year-old and bisexual. I don't know, can a 13-year-old be in here?
No.
I don't know if 13-year-olds can be. I can't remember if it's 13 or 15. It might be 13.
I think, yeah.
I think it's 13.
I don't know.
Might be 15. I don't know, though.
I would keep it on a 15. If that's what you can do, I don't know.
Hello, KS Queen. KS Queen?
See, but we don't know who we're talking to when we're talking.
No, I don't. I mean, I'm debating on whether or not I want to ask the 13-year-old to leave. Best Ethiopian, hello. I'll ask the group, do you think this is appropriate conversation for a 13-year-old? I'm asking the chat room.
No, I think it is an adult.
Hmm?
I think that person is an adult.
It doesn't matter. They're saying they're 13.
Yeah,
so
and
therefore, I must treat them as if they're 13.
But how can you...
If I'm asking the chat room if they think it would be appropriate for her to stay here at 13 years old. And if they say it's not appropriate, then I will remove her.
Her or him?
Okay. that person, the 13-year-old, whoever it is, boy or girl, okay, it's not appropriate for her, so I have to remove her. It's a general consensus. Please don't argue with me about it, Chris.
I won't. I agree with everything.
Oops. Whoops. Boom. Did I do the wrong one?
I'm not sure.
No, there they go. Okay, I got it. Sorry, people. I had to. That's why I asked everybody if it was appropriate or not, because I didn't think it was, but I didn't want to jump the gun and just ban her from the channel. And but it's not right.
Nicole just chimed in and said, "How long have you been live? I didn't get a notification tonight." Neither did
Well,
I.
this is the second time of the night. No, normally I wouldn't come on tonight, except for I was just so pissed off about that whole. I'm sick of hearing about the sports thing, and so I just had to call out the athletes to cut the bullshit and to admit that you have an advantage, step aside, get out of the sports, and let's move on from this. Because it's just generating hate. They're just hurting the trans community by living this lie.
Right. Echo says, "I don't think any 13-year-old."
Bye, Natural. Thanks for coming in.
They have to go.
From India. Oh. Nick's here.
She was, and also.
Oh, Nick, you'd have to. It's if you want, after this, if you want to. The stream that I did before this is an hour long. I really went off on it. Maybe a little too much. I may be getting myself in trouble for it, but I totally went off on the athletes. I was calling out the athletes to do what's right. Let's end this conversation. Let's end this stupid argument about whether or not they have the advantage in sports. Everybody knows it's true. The athletes cannot, of good conscience, look in the mirror and say, I earned this because I worked harder than they did, right? You won because you had an advantage being a natural-born male. And I respect your transgenderness. Duh. Look at me. Of course, I respect you as a woman, but you don't belong in their sports. And anyway, I was calling on the athletes to step aside voluntarily, do what's right, shock the world. That would shock the world. That would give us so much respect for us if they would find it in their hearts to do that. It would earn respect for our community. Right now, all they're earning is hatred and resentment towards us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, will you read? I'm sorry, I went off on a rampage.
Okay.
Go ahead. Read from T. Patton down.
I have to get back over there because.
Where let's stay. I've almost fallen because I'm at work and there's a lot of wind. Shit, you in a hurricane there, Patton? Can you read? You want to read? Or want me
I
to?
want to. No problem. I just have to get there.
Okay. Well, when you get there, let me know. I can't explain transsexuality mentally. Guy is not crazy, but just thinks he can create a woman to enjoy along with him without needing a real woman to do so. What? I must have read that wrong. I don't get that.
Okay. Okay, where are you at with modded?
Yeah, I read that one. I don't get it.
I can explain. That the one?
Yeah, I can't.
I can explain transsexual mentality. Guy is not crazy. Guy just thinks he can create a woman to enjoy along with him without needing a real woman to do so.
No, that's not true. If you're talking sexually, I get no sexual pleasure out of dressing up the way I do. This is inherently further than that. I have bottom surgery. I don't have a penis anymore. And I don't have time for this.
Right. Nicole says, I'm absolutely not modded.
I know, I just realized that. And we're going to...
And she has a book. No, modded has a book called Alternative Approach.
I don't even know what that means. I don't know what you're even talking about.
Right.
I really don't. What that person's talking about. Nor do I have time to figure it out. Speak English.
Maudid is an author.
Not a hurricane. Go ahead. If you want to read, go ahead.
Okay. There's not anything to read though.
Well, there is. Okay, so you're still not correct. Sorry. Or what do you mean?
Echo.
Okay, you're still not correct. Sorry. I don't know. I think that person talking to somebody else. Then your book is really wrong. I don't know what that's about. Carla probably doesn't look as good. I don't get that. Nick, I'm sorry. I'm lost in here.
I am too.
What does it say? Or are you? Okay. We need to start at a point and start over. Okay, read patents.
Okay. I don't have any more patents.
Not a hurricane, but the soft top. Don't like
Oh, I
so much
passed that
wind.
a little while ago.
It lifts up. Was
Not a hurricane, but the soft top. Don't like so much the wind. It lifts it up, and I was there.
soft top of a car? Were you driving and the soft top lifted up? Oh, that would suck so bad.
Oh, wow. Jared and y'all are hateful to the trans community, Nicole says.
Nicole, you are a moderator.
Modded says, can I join?
Who's modded? Yeah.
And says to elaborate.
Okay. So there goes. Where you're at? Jared, you cannot tell anyone who is wrong. Why do you get that way? So, okay, they're talking amongst each other. Batten says, I don't have the choice. It's work. Oh, shit. It's work. Oh, bummer. Jared Collins says, because it's a fact, they're talking amongst themselves. The truck is work, the works, I guess. And then I'm at modded.
I see you.
Now, can you read modded is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there goes a little bit of something. Go
Okay,
ahead.
here goes a little bit. Everybody does something for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Following so far?
Mm-hmm.
The dysphoria in you have stages. Pre-transition, mid-transition, and full transition.
Correct. I am, some would say I'm full transitioned. I would say that I'm mid-transitioned.
And Nicole says, but Patton, you don't need to compromise your safety by being on the phone, though.
I don't know what that's about. Do you believe in God? Yes, I do.
No, Good Brooke. Do you believe in Good Brooke?
Oh. This is why she reads. Yes, I believe in Good Brooke. And see, and there you go. And Echo, whatever it is. Echo feels that they're fully transitioned. So it's a different journey for everybody, you know.
Yeah.
God. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. Best Ethiopian music. And I have respect for that person because they're in here, you know, they've been in here quite a few times. So yes, I'm not saying that sarcastically to that person.
Right.
He's on the lift and on the phone. That's not good. That's dangerous. I'm going to call OSHA.
Oh, God. So that's why I moved the top of the trailer.
That's why I moved this up.
If you believe in God, then you would know you are wrong.
No, that's not true.
That's
How do you know?
Jared said
I know,
so.
Jared. Did you and God sit down and discuss it last night together? You know, shut up. It's just, again, here we go. You know, Looney Town.
Yes.
It's like, my God, really, really, really? That's the best you can come up with? That's the best you got? You know, that's the best slinging you can do? Is that? That is weak. Come back with something stronger.
I can hear people.
You believe in God, then you would know that you're... Oh, that was already read. The psychology... Read that one. Modded. If it's stupid, that's the last one we're going to read of that person's.
Okay. Oops.
It's modded. The psychologist, something, reason behind trans... I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that that's reasonable. But you're not reading.
Well, I don't see where you are.
The modded.
Yes, I'm looking for that one. Here it is. The psychological reason behind transition depends on your next answer.
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider yourself
A woman?
Question one. Question two. Are you into men? Or into women or both?
That was 3 questions.
But that's what it said, question two.
Do I consider myself a woman? Yes, but I do not consider myself female. if that makes sense to you, because I can't be female, although I think I can represent myself as a woman. I do not have a penis. I have had bottom surgery, therefore I have a vagina. So if that answers your question, and for your second question, which is both 2 and 1, I like women, not men. There you go. I answered your questions.
Okay, cool. Then they said read the Bible.
I did. Front to back. What
It's
does that
in a
have to do with
sci-fi
women in
book.
sports?
Patton says it's in a sci-fi book.
What is a sci-fi book?
It's in a sci-fi
What does
book.
that mean?
The reason behind transition.
Bailey, oh no, the Bible. What about what? It's in a sci-fi book. I don't know what. Who cares, right?
Yeah.
It's in my reality.
Natural Editor was just scrolling by and found you again.
What's up, Natural? You should have heard the rant I was going on before. I was really hoping that people would watch it and share it and get it out there so that the trans athletes can actually just step away. Please, step away. I want trans athletes to look themselves in the mirror and honestly say that they didn't have the advantage in the sport that they won over women. It's like, I don't know the answer to this question, but I'm willing to bet that every single trans female athlete in the Olympics won gold. I'm willing to bet that, right? That's how sure I am that they had the advantage. And I need the trans athletes to admit that and give the gold medals back, give it all back, and say, you're right, we had an advantage. We need a different system. We need a different league to compete in. This is too easy for us. That's what they need to say. But they won't. You can read whatever you want, Chris.
Okay. Patton says, that's the same for me. I have a transgender woman fiance.
Oh, cool.
If it was not her, there's maybe a world with a cisgender. There may be a world with cisgender women because the sex has no points for me.
I don't understand the last part. Either read it poorly or it's just written poorly. I don't know what that means. Thanks for your honest answer. You do fall into the other. I don't know what that means.
You fall into the autogenophilia definition.
I don't know what that means.
However, in my book, I call it semi-transsexual.
How am I semi-transsexual? I don't understand that. Semi?
Partly.
But isn't the whole definition of transgender to transition, right? And the transsexual name of it means to switch your sexual orientation, I guess. Or, no, not orientation, physicality. Basically, when I had bottom surgery, I took the only sex organs I know of, which are male and female, and switched the best that I could. Am I under some kind of a delusion that now I can have kids and, I have menstrual cycle? No, I'm not delusional at all. I know exactly what I am. I know exactly what I went through. And the only reason I even use the word trans is because it seems to be some kind of a generic term for people that think like I do. And I really don't care if people don't like what I stand for. I stand for common sense, that's all. And yes, common sense, I know that I cannot be a biological female. But what I can be is Brooke. And this is Brooke. Hi, I'm Brooke. This is what makes me happy. So if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Too bad. Move on.
T.O. Patton. Patton says, if my fiance was not with me, maybe I have been with a cisgender woman because the sex is not important for me.
Heather needs to cut.
Need to cut your bangs, girl.
Hi, Heather.
Hi, Heather.
I was just trying to talk some sense, Heather, and to some people that just don't want to hear it.
Right.
Patton's not being unreasonable. Patton was here before, so I know that person. And it's funny. I did not know that Patton was with the trans Huns, so you're included in that.
Ask her if she needs scissors.
Shush. Nothing wrong with my
She needs to cut mine too. Look
Hey,
at my
Grandpa
hair.
likes it when I have the look of the hair in the eyes.
Look at my hair.
That's what Grandpa said, that was sexy.
Look at.
I have a question, Maud. What is your obsession with with trans women? Who's Maud? Oh, Maud. You claim to literally write a book on us. Maybe you should be analyzing your own feelings about where you are. And maybe if you want to write a book about us and have it be factual, you might want to actually listen to what we say and stop telling us who we are and listen to who we're telling you we are. Wouldn't that make more sense if you want to write a book about the truth? You know, if you're not trans, you don't know what it's like to be trans. That's like a white guy saying, I know what it's like to be black. No, you don't. You can pretend like you do. You can even grow up in the same neighborhood, but you still don't know. So, you know, to ask a couple questions and then appear to be the authoritarian on how I feel and what I am is just amused by your narcissism.
By whose narcissism?
Yeah, that's perfect. That was exactly what the point that I was trying to make, and she just put it in words.
Yeah.
It's not my job to explain it to them. You can't understand it for them. Correct. All you can do is explain it to them. It's not your job. Exactly. That's my point. This person is claiming to know more about me than I do because they did a 30-second psychological test on me, right? And asked me 3 questions. Wow, Sigmund. Very good.
Did you make the
Just like anger, sadness, etc. I'm not angry, you buffoon. I'm laughing. It's funny to me. The level of mental incompetence that I encounter on the site. It's shocking that is what people do for entertainment. Instead of trying to engage in a conversation, they come in and they try to sabotage it with their own religious beliefs or their own stereotypes. It's funny. Little Steve. Ma'am. Stop spamming. What were those Facebook tests? It's funny. It's funny. The 3 answers guide.
Who timed out Casey?
You asked me who I like to sleep with?
Who timed out? Oh, by
Nicole. There was those 3 questions that told the whole story about everything there is to know about me. Is because you asked who I prefer to sleep with were 2 of the 3 questions.
Nicole timed somebody out. Are you having modding?
Yeah.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
And so you want her to tune somebody out?
She can do whatever she wants.
Okay.
I mean, Nicole's been around enough to where it knows I'm not thin-skinned. You know, I got thick skin. You know, I could take a little bit of abuse. But if somebody gets carried away, by all means, kick them in the ass. Like this person that's typing one word and doing it, which is really annoying to me. You know that KCEDZ, whatever the frig it says. Or Rafa Ismail. Oh yeah, there's a lovely person, I'm sure. Right?
Yeah.
I could just tell by that name and response that just supportive of me 100%. See, somebody got zippity zip dip dipped. Thank you, Nick.
I don't see it. It says
the Zip Kid, the KC exhibited.
You message.
What is this? Not exactly a single choice takes the path of anybody to it. Why are you trying to sound smart? Why don't you just say what you want to say and stop trying to use a bunch of word salad to make yourself sound educated? Just fucking spit it out. God damn. Heather, what's he trying to say? Can you please tell me what this person's attempting to say, but trying to pretend to be smart at the same time? Right? That's what it is. You know, it's like, well, actually, the book that I read about you is telling me that in chapter 4 or 3 that if you show that you have this remorseful feeling of this blah, 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 you know, when they're basically just trying to say, well, if you're pissed off, you know, that proves you're an idiot. Whatever. You know, I don't get it. I don't like the big, long... Let's break this down because you don't know me at all. You've been here like for 5 minutes. There's people like Nick and other people that are here like Bailey, can't remember what, Echo, that have known me for a long time. So please save your psychoanalytic for somebody else.
And who was that to?
That was to modded it. Modder duty. Muda hooty duty.
View deleted message.
Yep. Nick's warning Casey, stop spamming. You've already been warned once. Next time it's goodbye.
Yeah, they're timed out
Okay, cool.
for a while.
Bro, why did you dress like that? I don't know, miss. Why did you dress like that? I would say I was falling. I was sleepwalking. You know, when I got up today, and I fell and
Throw on some clothes.
I hit my face in a bunch of makeup. You know, I just tripped and hit my face, and this is, you know, a bunch of makeup stuck to me. And then when I went to put on my blue jeans and my wife beater T-shirt, I got the wrong one and I put this on. That's what happened. That's what happened to me today.
Real.
That's how I ended up looking like this. I slipped and had a bad morning.
Echo is trying to translate for modded and said, I'm actually suffering from gender dysphoria and I'm probing for answers.
Heather says maybe this
That's
person
what
was
modded
supposed
says.
to read. That's beautiful. Okay, now who were you reading?
I read just above that. Echo says, let me translate for modded.
Uh-huh.
Modded is actually suffering from gender dysphoria and is probing for answers.
Oh, I bet you likes probing.
Aw.
For answers. Not Echo.
I know.
The other one that likes to probe and be probed.
Yeah.
Actually, some people are into probing. Nothing wrong with a good probe. Everybody likes a good probe now and again.
Yeah. Okay, you claim I'm judging, but you haven't even read my book.
And you haven't even spent 5 minutes with us, judge and not jury. Who's going to read your book? This is a terrible this is a terrible presentation to convince us to read your book. Right?
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I want to run right out and grab it and just read it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
Modded says you all have the pleasure of me stopping by.
Yes, we did.
I'm the future of psychology.
Are you really the future of psychology? Because then the future's not very goddamn bright. I could put my sunglasses away safely. You know what? I respect the fact that you wrote a book. I do. What I don't like is you to come in here and try to tell me who I am, what I am, and why I do what I do, because you think that you've figured out everything there is to figure out through a transgender's mind. You know, and guess what? All transgender people are different, just like other people are different. So figuring out one is not figuring out us all, right? We're complex human beings just like everybody else. So, you know what? Keep studying, because the person that thinks they know everything is usually the dumbest one in the room. Just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't me who said that. That was Einstein.
Modded.
You're a dude, bro. There's another. I just attract geniuses. Right? I do. Everywhere I go, geniuses pop up. You're a dude, bro. Whoa. Hold on. I gotta sit down. I already am. You knocked me off my feet with that intelligence. I mean, I'm just stunned. I'm stunned. I feel like somebody just hit me in the face with, Einstein. Wow, look at me. I'm the smartest one in the room.
Nick said that besides the point. That's beside the point.
Says a man with a little pink bear face emoji. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Continue. My
Nick
bad.
Nick said that's beside the point, which you're totally obviously missing.
What point?
Well, I'm not sure, because it was all getting read, and then
did I miss something, Nick? No, Nick's talking. She didn't call me Bacon. What was she? I'm like Kevin Bacon, maybe. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, okay. Echo said I'd rather give Jordan Peterson a handy behind at Denny's. A handy behind Denny's. then read your book on transgenderism.
Now that's some funny shit right there.
I'd rather give Jordan Peterson a handy behind the Denny's. Give him a handy.
That had to be Echo that said that, right?
No, yeah, Echo said that.
I
Yeah.
knew it. I knew it.
I know.
Oh,
She's funny.
that was pretty good right there.
Yeah. She's very clever.
It's called a picture, not a blast of reality. Unlike you, what is that, LARPing? LARPing as a woman? Laugh my ass off, reject. I don't get it. Sorry, little pink-faced bear. Little bear, pinky-faced bear. Little pink-faced bear.
Thanks.
How old are you? Is that a picture of your buddy that you need to cuddle with every night, your little bear?
Wait a
You
minute.
got your little bear there? Your little snuggle bear?
It's called a picture
Look
not based in
it's
reality.
infectious. I think they've opened the stupid factory and they got off work. Because here's another, hey Dan, you're a dude. It's contagious. Run. People run. Your poor parents. Yeah, they kind of feel like this life sucks right about now.
Casey Ditz wants to say, what's gender disorder?
They don't mean that.
I know.
What gender disorder is when me and Bailey get together. Because we cause disorder. That's gender disorder.
Yeah. It's funny.
That's when genders are running wild. That's like when me and Heather go to the secondhand store. My gender is disordered. Oh my God.
My checkbook is
Once again, I must reiterate the fact, says Michael, you're a dude.
my checkbook is transtender.
Transgender.
Tender. Yeah.
Transgender. Mine's no tender.
Dollar tender.
Mine's tough. It's
Tender
not tender
change.
at all.
Hmm.
I'd rather read JFT92, whatever it is. I'd rather scream in a bathroom that I need toilet paper than meet you in person.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's the funny shit right there.
I have to remember that somehow. That's fucking funny.
Live action role playing. That's the funny shit. I give you kudos for that one. I
Yeah,
like that one.
kudos, that's what he needs.
I might use that one actually.
I think I will.
That was some pretty funny shit right there. Oh, I'm supposed to be offended though, right?
Well, I don't think so.
How dare you say that you'd rather do that with screaming, insult or what, embarrassment of running out of toilet paper than meet me in person. Why not? I'm a wonderful, beautiful person. I'm a real girl.
Finally.
I'm not a man. I'm a real girl.
Yeah. I'm not a monster.
That is what whoever was saying it to you when they said LARPing. Is that what LARPing means? I don't know what LARPing means. You're insane. Insecure. I'm insecure. Okay, you got it. I'm insecure. Really? I go like this in public. How could I possibly do that if I was insecure?
No.
Right?
Yeah, you got no.
Everybody knows I'm a trans
Yeah.
person. Everybody knows I'm a guy wearing
Oh,
girls'
yeah.
clothes, and I'm insecure? I don't think so, dude. Live action role playing. Oh, I get it. Okay. I voted for Trump. Mr. Gray Moon. What's a Gray Moon?
Don't know.
That sounds like, like an Indian person's name, right? Gray
Maybe,
Moon.
yeah.
I could see that for a Native American, their Indian name Gray Moon. That's a pretty name. Because you can't show your face behind that. What's behind me?
It's a mouse.
What? No, that was me.
Doing what?
I moved the chair. Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I'd rather do it raw than meet you. Now you're just not funny. You're not a guy wearing girls' clothes. You don't have a wiener. Got it? Damn. I know, Heather. I understand that. I'm trying to slowly teach the slow-minded people in here
Oh,
anatomy.
thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Not you. I mean, oh my gosh. Never mind. I'm including you. I'm an a-hole too.
Yeah, and?
Finally, you got something right. Took you all this time and you finally got it right. You know, even a blind squirrel finds a nut now and again.
Aw.
Completely false thing. Hold on. Nope, looks real to me. Sorry, looks pretty real. Patton's back. Welcome back, Patton. Welcome to the crazy hour. My gosh, there's some real winners in here right now.
Where do you see Pat?
Jay at 92. I'm just joking. I have to scream in the bathroom. That was funny shit. That you should be proud of. Yeah, I know. Stick around. You just never know what you can do, you know, when you give somebody a chance and you're not attacking them. Do you walk up to people on the street? Hi, you're a fucking guy. Hi, you dumbass. Do you know you're wearing girls' clothes? Because you're not going to have many friends if you do that.
What are you, genius? Oh my God.
No, I am not. I'm a woman. That's what I am. I am Brooke. And Brooke is a woman, and I do not have male organs, so there. You're wrong.
Mm.
And even if I wasn't, I don't care what you think. Right? It's not gonna I'm not gonna tonight when I'm going to sleep, I'm gonna be thinking, oh my God, that person said I was a dude. I can't sleep because they said I was a dude.
I hope that.
Did you hear him, Chris? They said I was a dude.
No, they said good night.
They said I was a loser, man. I can't sleep now. That's about as ridiculous as it is, right?
Right, and Echo just said, see a guy in a wheelchair? Hey,
No,
you're crippled.
You know what, Michael? You're right.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of that, but I think you're absolutely correct. Michael says at some point you got to just say this is wrong. You're right. This is wrong. This is wrong.
Okay.
I read your message and that's just wrong. I shouldn't encourage stupidity. That's wrong.
You don't want to be a man.
I'm
but
sorry
you want
for
to
being
sleep with a
wrong.
man. What?
I don't want to sleep with a man.
That's what Michael
I
said.
think you got some hidden agenda you
don't
own.
want to be a man. But
Excuse me, Echo. This person called for you. Something about sleeping with a man. You know, I know that you might have some information you might want to put on that person.
She says I do, Michael.
Oh, look, it's got a long one. Here we go. Education time. Pull up the chair. School's in.
We'll give you a chance some more. Okay.
Who?
Nicole was saying to Michael, we should say to you, we'll give you a chance some more.
See, the problem with your one there,
it says transsexuality is similar to a kid having an imaginary friend. A kid will create a fictitious entity.
Is that it?
Chat, company, etc. A transsexual person would do the same, but use...
Then I really am pathetic, because my imaginary friend wouldn't even play with me. That's not fair. If I was supposed to have an imaginary friend this whole time, and I didn't, then my imaginary friend wouldn't even play with me. I really must be screwed up. Thanks, Teach. I'm gonna put that one in my notebook so I never forget it.
What are your thoughts on trans individuals who get angry if someone calls them by their original gender?
What was that?
What are your thoughts on trans individuals who get angry if someone calls them by their original gender?
I think they're being ridiculous.
For being angry?
Yes. I think that, you know, like for me, example, I joke around with these people because I think they're funny. If somebody chooses to call me that in public, what am I going to gain by throwing a fit? What am I going to gain by biting into it? It's just ridiculous. I know who I am on the inside. I don't need justification from somebody else to tell me. I used to, but I don't anymore. You know, I feel that I'm a beautiful person. That's all that matters. You know,
are a
so if
beautiful
somebody
person.
wants to call me a man in public and that makes them feel good, go for it. I don't care. You know, it's obvious who I want, you know, to portray myself as, Brooke, as a lady that has class and style and presents themselves well. That's why. That's what. And other than that, I'm cool. What did Heather say?
No, that was me. I made it that laughing face and sent
Oh,
it to
except for
Heather.
Heather. Okay, I get it.
Gray Moon says, "Thank you so much. You're amazing. See, you are a respectable person."
I believe I am.
And Michael said, How can you, what?
They're
It's
going to
going
make me be
fast
mean
now.
again, huh?
It's going fast. How can you wake up and want people just to say, Devin is now Brooke? Come on. I don't understand.
Well, for one, I wake up generally with just myself. So I'm really not talking to anybody about, you know, what I'm waking up as. Hey, everybody. Oh, shit. That's right. Even my make-believe friend won't play with me. So I definitely wake up. That's why I have AI. She's always nice to me.
Yeah, she is. Echo said, Hey, Maudit, that's why I transitioned. I transitioned because I was attracted to women, but then I realized I wasn't attracted to transsexual women.
What is transsexual? Wasn't attracted to. Okay.
Yeah, I realized I wasn't attracted to a transsexual woman.
Neither am I.
Just to women in general.
I'm attracted to biological females.
Patton says, Brooke, can you see your messenger box? I sent you why I talk
My
of
messenger
wind
box?
trailer loading site.
Do I have another messenger box besides this messenger box?
Well, on your text messages and also on your regular phone. You might have a voicemail.
No, they don't. That person. Did I? Oh, maybe in Facebook? Because Patton.
Oh yeah, maybe Messenger.
Facebook. Oh no, I don't pay attention to that. When I'm doing this, I only concentrate on this. I'll look into that kind of stuff later on.
Yeah, that's what it was because it said.
Michael, read Michael's for me, please. I would really like to address that one.
Modded, you mean?
Whatever. No, Michael D. Roll.
Michael D. Roll.
You like D. Roll, man? That's the way
Yeah.
you D. Roll.
It says you were given a name by mom and you just don't want it.
Oh.
It says you were given a name by mom. Could that be your brother?
If you're saying by my mom, or are you saying by our mom? Answer that.
And you just don't want it in the world.
Answer that, Michael D. Roll. Michael D. Roll. If you're talking about our mom, then that means we're relatives, and you can stop lying about who you are.
Heather says MD Roll. What the
fuck is Devin?
Yeah.
No. What are you talking about, Goofy?
Sorry, I'm French.
It's because they're sitting there hitting that keyboard so mad, because they're mad, going, I said that. And they get it wrong. They're angry with me because I'm not getting my feelings hurt.
Right.
Properly.
Hurt properly.
Properly. Darn it. I never play right.
Echo says only problem with that modded is I'm attracted to men.
As a Bahama man? What is it? I don't get
Bahamian.
that. And it was all said in capitals. Does that mean he's yelling at me?
Maybe.
Stop yelling at me. You're hurting my
This is
feelings.
scary. He's screaming. This is scary.
Scary. I'm so scared. Do you need to be cuddled?
See what happens.
Michael D-Roll? Hey, D-Roll. You need to be cuddled? You need a little love bug? You need a little snuggle? Get a cat. About the only pussy you're going to get. Excuse me. I sneezed.
Michael, let's see. Michael says I'm black from the Bahamas, and we're not family.
What?
Michael's using Devin as an analogy, right?
No, how about
They're
you?
talking to each other.
If you're, why don't you just use my name? You know, Brooke.
I think that they're talking.
Because my mama gave me a name, and I ain't liking it. Because I didn't like my mama's name. That's why I did all this. If she'd have named me Jim, I'd have been okay. But she didn't. So I did this because I didn't like my name. God, I get dumber every time I talk to people like that. I feel dumber. I need to be around smart people.
What causes someone to stay up all night and an asshole to girls?
Well, you know what, Mr. Michael D. Rowe?
But that's Echo.
No, listen, Michael says, I'm married 22 years and 3 kids. Well, I was married twice, so I beat you there. I have 2 kids and 3 grandsons, so I beat you there. And We
you're
were married a
60.
total combined of 21, 22 years, so I beat you there. So kiss my ass.
And you're 60.
And I'm 60. Yeah. So there. How do you like that? Top them stats. I don't give a hoot. What does the fact that this person is married for 20 years have anything to do with anything?
Nothing at all.
It just means that you're
Especially
dumb.
'cause
You
that
stay
could-
married for 20 years.
And that could dissolve any fucking minute.
You're,
So,
anybody stays married, you stay married 20 years, you're dumb.
22 years. And yeah, it's tough. You gotta, they might come back and kick your ass.
My prior middle name, so it was Devin. Oh, Devin. So, if you're going to pick one, you couldn't pick a generic one like Bob because you would have been right.
Yeah. That's right.
Be generic, man. Eco, you know I'm just teasing just to pick on that person. I failed at 2 marriages. It's nothing to brag about.
Right.
I wish I could have been married to somebody my whole life. That would have been glorious. But it didn't work out because my woman picker was broken. Damn it. Oh, if somebody's referring to earlier today, I'm happy. Thank you for doing that because that's what this was today was about, was going and just totally laying into the athletes that are trying to make the world believe bullshit. You picked on yourself. Only when it was in my nose. Yeah. I don't get that. I mean, that's why do I even read that? You picked on yourself. I think you have some personal issues you need to work out, and we're all ears. We're here for you. Okay? 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 We'll listen to you. Okay?
Did you just say you're woman picker? Sandy said.
Yeah,
No, not woman pecker.
Woman picker. My woman picker was broken.
The chooser of the women. Yeah.
Heather, if you're going to ignore it, I will go away. Michael D. Roll, don't feel the bore. Feed the bore. Don't go away, Heather. You stay here. I feel safe when you're around. Okay, what? Woof. This is a safe place. Yeah, this is a safe space. Of course it is. Absolutely is. 100%. The only person I'd see having a problem with this space is one that was really dumb. Because they wouldn't understand what we're trying to say to them. It would be intimidating, right?
Yeah.
There is, because I know for a fact there's some people in here that have some pretty high intelligence. Whether or not you guys want to believe it or not, it doesn't matter. Sandy's back. What
Yeah.
up, Sandy?
She asked a question or two earlier.
Sandy! Matthew. Where's Matthew? Does seeing a guy in public and saying, damn, if that was a woman, I'd definitely date him. Does that make me gay? It depends. Christina, actually, we had this conversation earlier. You guys been listening in? To me, it's like which part of that person when you're looking at them kind of gets your little fluffy going. You know what I mean? If you're looking at them and the fact that, you know, they got breasts and probably a, you know, little trap down there, then you're probably not gay. But if going, damn, that man looks really good in that dress and it's turning me on, then you might have a little tendency. Right?
Right.
You know, it's all on how you look at the person, but it doesn't matter either way because you shouldn't be judged by whether or not you're gay or not, right? If you find somebody attractive, you find them attractive. It doesn't matter any other way. Am I wrong here?
No.
Okay, good. Mud is getting lectured.
Yeah, I was just reading that and then I lost it.
Nick says Madidit may be a lost cause. That's your call, Nick. If you think it's time for the field goal with his butt, then it's up to you. How many things do you have to take off to go to Bob? To get to Bob. How many things do you have to take off to get to Bob? Bob's dead. So you have to lift the casket, dig a whole bunch of dirt, open it up, and then you could be with Bob. And we can shut it and you can stay there.
Yeah.
Bob's gone. Sorry. Can't talk to Bob no more.
You're really cute and beautiful,
Thank you.
said Agatha.
Thank you.
Maudit says it's a safer way, I guess. It's how they say people rather live in a beautiful lie than a bitter truth.
I don't get that. That guy's weird.
I don't.
What's that? Say that again. I'm sorry.
I don't really get it.
What?
What Maudit said.
What did it say? We're giving that person way too much attention.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Move on from to somebody else.
I have a problem. I poop at 7 and I wake up at 7:30.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you, Sandy. And Sandy says, I'm certainly not into men, because Sandy is lesbian. Says, but I can appreciate a good-looking guy. Right?
Yeah.
And I'm the same way. I can appreciate beauty of any kind on anybody, right? If
Yeah.
there's a beautiful person, they're a beautiful person, regardless of their sex.
Yeah.
When it comes to intercourse, I'm not attracted to men. They do not tickle my fancy. You know, they just don't. Women do. I find women that make me tingle. You know, so I don't know what else to say. But attractive man is no problem with that. Actually, I really, really think that damn actor, what's his name? Leonardo? No, not Leo. The blonde-haired guy. You know who I'm talking about? The blonde-haired actor. I just find that man extremely beautiful.
Kiefer Sutherland?
No. The blonde kid. He's my age.
Oh, Justin Bieber? No.
No, God.
Okay.
It's an actor. I can't remember what the name is now. I just find that person a beautiful person. Brad Pitt.
Oh, yeah,
Brad Pitt. I just think is a really good-looking person. It's like almost mesmerizingly good-looking. It's sickening. But I wouldn't sleep with him. So, railroad crossing, look out for cars. You can spell that without an R's. What? What? Somebody's riddling me. Riddle me this, riddle me that.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read for fucking shit.
Mm.
My mind is
Railroad
for
crossing.
some clothes.
Look out for the cars. Can you spell that without any R's? Railroad, it'd be A-load.
I'm next talking to somebody else. Where are we at now?
I don't know. I was just reading. Deborah's dog said, hey, Echo, I told my friend about Titty Skittles, and she calls hers Feminims.
Feminims?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, too. I like Feminims. I like Feminims.
Yeah. I think she means far, but Nicole says my mind is far from closed. So you can...
Heather, I don't know if Heather, are you a moderator?
She's not.
Oh, well, you will be. Just give me a minute. Okay. There we go. Hold on a minute, Heather. Okay, Heather, you now have the power. You got the power. Do whatever you feel necessary.
He's going to try to transition into Brad Pitt.
Hi, Carla West from last night.
Seeing how he tried to become a beautiful woman.
Who did?
You, I guess.
Me did? I did? Well, wow, you said I'm beautiful. At least you used the word beautiful in that sentence, and that's what I'm taking out of it. You can do whatever, take whatever you want. I'm going to take the good words. Smash the like, Devil Dog. Show me some love and support. Smash that like, subscribe button. Turn on. You know my rant this afternoon when I was ranting about the trans people in sports, begging them to do the right thing and change the world. I want to wake up to a changed world tomorrow, where they actually said, "You're right. We had the advantage. Here's our medals back." They're not going to do that, are they? They're not going to do that. I'm not being realistic. They're going to keep them. They're going to keep pretending like they earned it. Well, if that girl would have swam faster, she would have beat me.
What's the name? What's the name for the woman that wants a woman that is a man?
What's the name for a woman?
Yes, it would be someone who was in love with a trans
Well, that's
woman.
me.
Yes, that would be you. Trans woman.
Okay, what's a woman who wants a woman but was a man?
No, that is a man.
I don't
She
know.
wants a woman that is a man.
I can tell you what a woman that wants a woman that used to be a man thinks, but
Well,
not that
A
still is a
woman
man.
that wants a woman that is a man.
I know. I am
So-
not a man.
No, not you. It's just what is the
Yes.
name for that woman?
A man. That woman is called.
a transsexual.
It's called a.
transgender.
It's well, if it has look at if you're gonna get down to the nitty gritty or the nuts and bolts, no pun intended. It's all about what your sex organ is, and other people identify who they are by what their hair looks like. Me personally, this is only my personal beliefs. In order to fulfill my who I think that I am, which is a girl, a lady, I had to have a sex change operation, and I did. Therefore, I have no longer have a male sex organ. It's the last time I'm going to say this tonight, right? I don't have a male sex organ. I have a female sex organ. Therefore, I feel like I am female. Or girl, not female, whatever. You know what I mean. I'm not a guy. So you can believe that I am because my voice is deep, because I used to be whatever, but I am not a guy. I'm a girl. Thank you very much. That's it. That's the last time I'm going to say that.
You guys, what is 1092 person doing? His message
1092.
was blocked out. Now he's timed out.
Well, he's being a dick.
Yeah, maybe.
Dick. We got the dick sheriffs out here. Wahoo, yeah. I'm the man in the moderator. I'm the man. I'm a moderator. And the other says, oh, yeah, I'm a man. I'm a moderator.
You got a lot of moderators on here.
I know. I just gave them all power. Because I'm power hungry, so I wanted to spread it around.
I'm freezing.
My eyelashes coming off.
Oh no, we're complaining like a couple of old ladies.
We are a couple old ladies. I hate to break that to you.
I know, but we're there.
We are way old, okay? It's like there was somebody in here that was 13. I think I have crap that's 13 years old.
My bones hurt. My bones hurt.
Michael D is just scared now. Boy, then you're easily scared, young person. You know, you really should look into that. You know what they say, though? Confront your fear. Right? Go right for it.
Michael said at some point you have to pull off all that shit and say enough.
It's scary when I do. I don't say enough. Whoever's around me does enough. Oh, God, enough. Go put it back on. We can't. Oh, good Lord. I know, because I'm the only girl that wears makeup. Right?
Right.
No other girls have to take their makeup on at the end of the day. Take it off. Just me.
Oh, Nicole says he kept saying the same dumb shit like 10 times about pooping. And that's right, he did.
Oh, then bye-bye.
I read him, yeah.
This is a poop-free zone.
Yeah.
The only poop around here is going to come out of my verbal vocabulary. Okay?
That's
You
funny.
go poop on your own time.
And he's welcoming Carla to the Glitter Tribe. The Glitter Tribe.
Yeah, and you know what? When I wake up, it's not pretty. It's rather scary. I look way better when I put makeup on. But I've said it before, you know, a 2 at 10 and a 10 at 2.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm a 2 at 10, I'm a 10 at 2. And if you don't like it, then fuck you.
Echo says she loves being a moderator. It's her first time.
Matt asked Brooke, no, Nick is not a male. Nick is a female. And not a trans female, a female. And so am I. I'm a female. I'm not a trans. I'm learning, Heather. I'm trying. I'm trying. I gotta hang out with Heather for a week. I'll come back like this. All confident and shit, going, what'd you say?
Yeah.
What'd you call me? Heather gives me confidence. Think of you, Heather. Think of you, Heather. Think of you. My literally, I've talked so much in the last 2 hours, my jaw is aching. Age is still about perspective. 90-year-olds think I'm so young and kids think I'm old. Exactly my point. You know what's trippy, though? You ever notice that grandparents look old from the minute you recognize them as your grandparents, and they always look that old? Right?
Yeah.
Because I don't ever remember going, oh, that was when my grandma was young. She was never young. She always seemed old. And when I first met her, she was probably 40.
Yeah, she was all, And still, it seemed like an old grandma.
Heather can do whatever she wants.
Is it raining outside? It sounds like
Maybe.
it's raining.
It
all
might
this-
be. Probably. It's been raining all weekend.
Well, it should rain now.
Okay, Brooke, about my question earlier. Okay, Matthew, I'm all ears. I'm sorry I don't remember what it was, but please, if you would like to ask it again, I will pay particular attention to your question. Was that proper?
Yes.
That's a proper way of saying that?
Mhm.
Anyway, spew your shit, man. God loves you. Remember, stay strong. Don't let anybody else tell you differently. Thank you, Jay at
He's just 1092.
1092.
He's 1092.
1092. I'll remember you because you're 1092. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And I do. I try to be the best person that I can be, the best version of me that I can be. That's correct.
Echo says, it's like I'm saying I'm trans, but identify as a man, but look like a woman, but insist on Heather pronouns. He, her pronouns. He, her.
He, her?
Yeah, it's missing one T in it.
Wow, then you know what?
He, her.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna make fun of you for a minute, Echo. Then donkeys call you he, her. That hurt.
You okay? That messed her.
No, that hurt. That hurt a lot. I'm trying to do the donkeys out. You're like he, her, he, her. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Sorry, Echo. That hurt though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a drought in Pennsylvania. Gosh, we're swimming around here.
I love laughing at stupidity too. I know, Nick, I was laughing loud. Yeah, Heather is bright and she's quick. Oh, the only person that's quicker than Heather is me. With the insults and stuff, I'm really good at it. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's not a competition because I would win if it was.
It would be my competition, and I'd be the boss
I would
of
own
it.
it. And
I'm
I
the
would,
boss
I
of
would
this.
not have an advantage because I'm trained. Oh, God. Yeah, I know, Heather. You would win. You're supposed to tell people. You start small, Heather. Oh, that's funny shit. Hey, Devilish Dog. Devil Dog's here. Double D.
I know it.
We got double D's in the house.
Have
Peeps,
some poke for me, devilish dog.
Peeps, peeps, peeps. Yeah, they call me a butthole. That's rather precise.
I'm just going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Okay, well, you said, but that's rather precise, Heather. That's a precise definition. Sandy, why is it that some of your messages always get deleted by YouTube? Why is that, Sandy? Oh, retracted. You must have taken it away or something, because I didn't retract it. I get it now. Where's Matt's question? Oh, did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Did I miss it? Sorry, I said I'd pay attention and I didn't. Would it make you a straight guy, bi curious, or bi playful, etc.? Earlier, I asked about a straight guy seeing another guy and saying if he was a woman, I would date him and even screw his brains out. Well, I don't think so, because you're saying if he was a woman. I don't know what that would do, unless you want a woman that looks like a guy, then you might be bi-playful or bi-curious or bi... My point was I did answer your question earlier, and I just said it really shouldn't matter. If you find somebody attractive, you find them attractive. And if you find out that you find a man attractive in that way, well, then you might be gay, or you might be bi. Who cares? So I got to go back to where we were. I went there. I'm not trying to be a jerk about the answering your question. I'm just saying that the way you phrased it, I would say no, because your thing was if that person was a girl, you know, which would mean that you were attracted to women. So no, I don't think so. Was it a jerk answer? Was it? Was it really? I didn't mean it to be. Okay, I read it again. I read it wrong. All right. If it was a jerk answer, then I'm sorry. I apologize. And thank you for calling me out on it. Would it make a straight guy bi curious or bi playful, etc.? Earlier, I asked about a straight guy seeing another guy and saying it was a woman. If it was a woman, I'd date him and even screw his brains out. I don't know. Ask. I have no idea. Then I have no idea what you're. I don't mean to be rude. I really don't. I don't know what that would make you. I'm not an expert. Don't know. Don't know. Echo says, being gay seemed like such a taboo thing until I was gay. What is, I don't get what's going on. You can donate to the channel. I said that. I said that. I was very, at least bi-curious. It could be. I mean, yeah. The only thing I was saying was at the end of the sentences, or during the middle of the sentence, it says, "I would say if you were a girl, I'd do this." And it kind of, I mean, so that's a trick question, really. Most likely, if you're asking the question, you're probably bisexual or bi-curious. This would be my guess. Best thing I could do, and I don't mean it mean or sarcastically. I'm giving you the best answer I know how to give you on that. I don't know what else to say. Devilish Dogs thinks bi-curious as well. I know, you're saying if the other guy was a woman. That's what he said. Are you saying yourself as a girl? Then if you're... I don't get that. If I missed that, if you're talking about if a woman said that about a woman, then it would be gay. Who cares? We're too much attention to that question. Ask it in a simpler way. It's just a few inches of skin. The Swedish jerk. That's a name you're gonna have to live up to. You're gonna really have to live up to that name. In my experience, gay hookups are much more prone to flakes and than straight hookups. It's so weird. I've never had a gay hookup, so I don't know. I'm hoping to sometime in the future. You know, that's like people ask me, what should I say? Just do what makes you happy. Life is short. Other people's versions of you shouldn't even be a speed bump in your life. Shake it off. Do it. We'll all have opinions. True. If you're being your best self, doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You can just be happy. Be happy. Good night, Sandy. Thanks for coming by. Hope I didn't make you mad. Didn't mean to if I did. That's what I was thinking, Nick. The same thing. This person is questioning their sexuality. If I misread the question, I'm sorry, but just from the question alone, regardless of what it meant, it sounds like you're questioning your sexuality. Or it sounds like there's somebody that you see, that's a man that you find attractive, and the way of preventing you from feeling more gay than you are, you say, if that was a woman, I'd screw their brains out. So, I don't know. Autogonophilic. I don't know what that means. I need to know what autogonophilic means. If he was a woman. Okay, so yeah, if he was a woman and then the rest of the scenario, that would probably make him bi-curious. I mean, you kind of, I don't know. I don't know because I'm just new to being gay, I guess. I've always liked girls from before their transition till now, and I still like girls. So I'm recently just become technically gay in my book. My book, I say technically gay.
So cold.
Annie's here.
I'm gonna call it a night pretty soon here.
What?
I said I was gonna call it a night pretty soon.
Oh, what time is it?
11:41.
Oh, okay, Echo. I know what it is now. I'm not, Anna, whatever that. I've never found any kind of sexual pleasure in the act of dressing as a woman or becoming a woman. It was never been sexual to me. Right? Is I never looked in the mirror and thought, oh, you turned me on. I have looked in the mirror and said, I'd do that. I'd hit that, right? Because sometimes I look in the mirror and I think I'm hot, right? I mean, so, sorry, shoot me. But I'm not, it's not like I'm in love with myself like that. I'm getting myself all mixed up here, huh? Okay, I definitely didn't get it. It probably means you're bi-curious, Matthew. That was the general consensus of the room, that most likely you're bi-curious, and that was from a previous transitioning person, me, previously transitioning, already transitioned.
1092 wants to know if they can give you $100.
Good night, Heather.
Is Heather going?
Yeah, she's about to slump out.
Good night, Heather.
She's whooped. Good night. Thank you for your insight. You know I always love you, and you know I appreciate it when you come in. I'll see you pretty soon, though.
Can I give you $100?
Who?
1092 said, can I give you $100?
No. Why would you do
amazing.
that? You can donate to the channel whatever you like. It always goes back into the channel. That's all I'm saying, right? I'm not asking for money. If you want to, more than happy. Heather says, good night, girls. Love you both. Love you too, Heather. We'll see you soon.
Good night, sweetie. Being gay seemed like such a taboo thing until I became gay.
I know, I read that one. I thought that was funny. You can always count on Bailey.
Heather says, 1092, you can give me $100.
I know, exactly. Heather's like, shit, what, you stupid? Don't be stupid, man. Split it with me. I know that, Nick. I don't know that, Nick, for sure, because I have been surprised by donations from people before. So I don't say I know anything one way or another. Everything's appreciated, but nothing's, asked or demanded. So whatever. It is what it is. Heather's cracking up over there. Well, shit, man. I should give myself $100 in here.
Give me $100.
I should donate to myself every week. It'd be like a piggy bank. Every time I go on, I donate $50 to myself.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Actually, I will confess, I made my first $120, and it only took me a year and a half. How much is that an hour?
Edgar said, don't get so caught up on being gay or not.
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
It's just a few inches of skin.
It's kind of what I know. You're way behind.
Of skin.
You're way behind.
Am I?
Yeah.
Shoot.
He's young too, I think. He must.
Oh, yeah.
I was just saying, when I see a nice looking guy.
A nice looking guy, and I were to say to myself, if I was a woman, I would definitely date and or have sex with
if I was a woman.
Yeah.
Okay, that does put a different spin on it.
I would definitely date and or have sex
but
with
I think
the guy.
if we
but
weed
would
through,
that make me?
If we weed through all the bullshit, I think it means that you're bi-curious. Okay? I'm coming up with the same answer because it's word salad, right? You're giving us a situation to try to, decipher that is speculative at best, right? It would be up to the individual of whether or not they were this or that or whatever, correct? It depends on how you look at people and what you think when you look at them. Just because they're nice looking or whatever doesn't mean one way or the other. But just because of the way you're phrasing the question, I think that you're bi-curious. That would be my assessment of it, right?
Yes.
That would be my assessment. I could be wrong. It doesn't make you one way or another, nor should it matter. You know, I mean, in this room, I guarantee you we have gays and lesbians, we have trans and straights, we have natural born females, and probably everything in between, right? So it doesn't matter. Be yourself, be happy. Like Heather said before, just be happy, man. Just be your best self. I'm not always my best self because that's when I turn into asshole. Yeah, it's just a scenario they're saying, Nick. It's a scenario, but I don't, for one, I was not raised as female, so it would be harder for me to answer. The women in the group would have to answer that more, honestly, the natural born women, because I'm new to this game. Honestly, I'm only 4 years old.
Yeah.
4.5. I'm almost 5.
But you got your bottom surgery done, so that was not even your first year yet. You're not even 1. You were reborn on that day.
You're not a nut job, Heather. I was reborn on that day?
You were, yeah, reborn.
Yes, I was. I feel like it was I feel like
new.
I was in the womb for 50-something years, and I finally got born that day.
Yeah.
It did feel, the day of my, she's talking about the day of my surgery, it felt liberating. It felt really...
Mind altering, for sure.
No, what was that word I used? I kept using that day. It was a very surreal realization that it finally happened.
Yeah.
That it finally had came true after all the years of praying and wishing and hoping and hiding. To have it finally come to fruition was quite moving. I cried. So did my doctor, so did Christine, so did the nurse, right? We all cried.
That's right.
Because it was a very moving moment.
Brooke, how's that doing? Still painful?
It's sore still. Painful, I wouldn't say painful, just sore. And it's still very sensitive. So I should say I'm still very sensitive in that area.
Yeah.
It's way better. It's way, way, way better. It's comfortable. I'm comfortable with it. How can I not? I can't stop calling it.
Yeah, it's not an it, it's you.
It's me. It's me.
I'm comfortable with me is what you could be saying.
I would say I am probably 75 to 80% through the journey of healing. And I say that only because they say it takes a full year to completely heal. So even though it's only been 4 or 5 months, I think I'm getting real close. You know, not close enough to share it yet. Okay, that's fine. If you're straight people are welcome in here too. I mean, straight people's cool. I mean, everything's going pretty good tonight. I think it's been an interesting night. I normally do not come on Saturdays. What's today? Sunday?
Sunday.
I mean Sunday. I came on last night too.
Yeah, we did together and you came on tonight. I'm going to get...
I didn't see that, Annie. Go ahead, Chris.
Love your costume.
Where? Which one?
Gary says love your costume.
This costume?
I don't know.
This costume?
What do you mean?
You better wash it now. He's gonna catch the spell on you for saying that.
That's the spell.
Ooh.
Come closer. Let me paint your face with joy and despair.
Oh.
That's what you get for calling it a costume, buddy.
That just
buddy.
gave me shivers all down my
Why?
body. Because I got scared. I forgot about
Was
him.
it creepy?
Yes, I forgot about him.
Because he
Completely.
sits over here and he just minds his own business until somebody riles him up. You riled up Clowny. You should say no more because what the fuck is that, Nick says.
Yeah, I just read that a second ago.
Ah, goddamn. Oh my god, that's funny. I don't know what that was. Oh, thank you. The necklace, she gave me the necklace.
Not the cross, I didn't. I'm sure he's talking about the cross.
What the cross was my dad's.
Yeah, I didn't give him that one.
Him?
Oh,
strike
your dad's.
two.
I didn't.
You're
your dad's
dead.
necklace. I
You're
didn't-
dead.
I meant your
Get out
dad.
of my house.
Your dad was him.
Yeah, no, I got it from my dad
That was him.
after he died.
Right. That's what the hymn is.
Brooke, did you get my message about postponing my interview? Oh, no, I didn't, but I will read it. Is it in text? We can postpone it. I mean, it's up to you, Bailey. I'm sorry, Echo. Shit. Yeah, it's my little friend. You know the Al Pacino movie Scarface? Say hello to my little friend. So now you can say hello to my little friend.
I see a twinkle in your eye. Would you like to wear a grin like mine?
Alright, sit down and shut up. You're creeping me out. It's just my little friend. I got him on sale.
I think it was a perfect thing to
He
buy.
was half off and he kind of fit in the room.
Yeah, he's perfect
He
for
fits with the group, but he sits here looking all creepy, ignoring us most of the time.
it.
It's really creepy when I leave him on this side of the desk and in the morning I get up and he's over there.
Oh, God.
That gets a little weird. Yep.
Crawls out from under the bed with his axe.
I mean, yeah, stuff goes missing. I'm telling you. Shh, don't piss him off. I have to live
It
with
says
it.
this live event has ended. Oh, no, that's not yours. Okay. I went to scroll down. I went to scroll up, and it scrolled one up, but it scrolled up.
I'm glad you're paying attention.
I was scrolling up, and it scrolled past.
Glad to
me.
see you're having a great night and having good laughs. Annie asked me if I seen I'm old, married, but still cute. Yes, Annie is cute. Too bad her lying would make me mad every day. LOL, Matthew. Oh, I thought you were talking to me, Annie.
I'm gonna call it a night with.
It's a dress, Annie. It's a dress, but I can't let it go rising up too much because there's not a lot in between that and hello.
I'm gonna head inside. Thanks for your time, everybody.
Oh, goodbye, Chrissy Chris.
Thank you, everyone. Good night.
Chrissy Chris is bailing on us. She's expired.
Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired.
She's like, you can't afford overtime. I'm out of here.
And Boo wants to see you.
So now, how and who would I tell this to? My family would varnish me. So are you saying that you are curious? Or are you talking to somebody else? Because I'm not following. No, Heather's not a bad way. Heather's special. Heather's special to me. You got history. Not Chris. Not Chris.
I'll see you in here.
Not Chris. No, not from me, Devil Dog.
Oh.
Boo, come here. Come here, you monster. Okay, you speak to someone in chat. Cool. That's cool.
Hi, Boo.
Nick, you don't have to. You don't. This is a safe place for all kinds of people. It really is. I mean, it really is generally a very lighthearted, fun, friendly chat. You know, what I do is I come on usually twice a week. I think this is the third time this week. And I have a subject that I want to talk about. So usually I open the show with talking about that. And once I get it off my chest, then it's kind of an open chat. And we all just sit around and bullshit. That's kind of what's fun about this little space that we've all created. Heather's in a discussion. Why would you tell someone before you sort it out? Yeah. Okay, they're in discussion with Matthew. That's cool. I butt out. Dang, flies in here. I live on a dairy ranch. Flies are impossible. Oh, there you are. You fucker. I love it here. The company. It is freaking awesome, huh, Devil Dog? Excuse me. I apologize for that. That was terrible, but I had to get that frog out of my throat. I've had 3 men come to me say they think that they're transgender after talking to me for about 15 minutes. Would you stop changing the world, Echo? If you think you're transgender, you're probably not. If you know you're transgender, then you're probably into something. That's just my opinion. My opinion alone. It's all that matters is my opinion right now. I was talking to Chris. I kind of want to go to a gay bar, but I'm afraid because I'm afraid I'll be rejected by the women in there. Annie's been so sick for 2 weeks. Yeah, you kind of have been quiet, Annie, for the last couple weeks. I was never confused. I was confused for about 50-something years. Once it was, described to me what gender dysphoria meant, then it all clicked. Then I knew. I knew right then and there. Not only did I know right then and there who I was, I knew right then and there why certain things in my life transpired the way they did. It put a lot of things into sense for me. It made a lot of things make sense in my past when I realized what transgender meant, what gender dysphoria was all about. It put things into it made them go, oh, okay, I get it now. That's what it did for me. I'm not afraid of rejection. I guess I am a little bit, because having a lesbian encounter for me is going to take a special person, because I still have a lot of features of a guy. So I don't know. I mean, and you never find yourself that attractive. At least, that's been my experience. I have self-confidence issues, that I'm working out in gender dysphoria. So I'm not ready to go to a bar yet. When I'm all done with everything and I finish with every procedures that I want, then I think I will try to strike up the courage and bring somebody like Heather with me, so I feel like I have protection. And I guess I'm fear of, because I'm attracted to women, I'm afraid of that there won't be any women out there attracted to me. That's all. What is trans? It's a transitioning process. That's what trans is. Oh, we would, Echo, for sure. If it was there, to have fun, we would tear it up. I think we would. I mean, it could get to the point, like, this is to say Echo, Heather, and me went to a show like that, we would probably end up in trouble. But for having too much fun, I think there is such thing as too much fun. I think we might just have too much fun. Oh, that's okay. I will be. I get you, Nick. I feel you. Absolutely. That's cool. I'll let you guys deal with that, because I have a lot of other things going on in this chat, so I'm cool. I hate gay bars. That's the only moment I can't dance alone without being bothered. Really? Interesting. I never danced alone. Oh, well, I did. I've been in bars where, you sit there and you feel like nobody likes you, so you kind of move a little bit to the music to try to look cool. But other than that, it never brought anybody over to say hi. So it must not have been very good. Like every cheese version of The Hangover. That's so true. Oh my God, that is so true. I used to say I dance better when I'm drunk, but I don't think that's true. I just think I dance better when I'm drunk. That's what I think. gotta blow my nose. Excuse me. Excuse me. It's cold out here now. It was warm out here. Now it's getting cold. You know what really pisses me off is I was looking at how to dance. I've danced with women, but I've never learned how to dance as a woman, and it is impossible. You girls do some stuff with your hips that I just don't know how that's even humanly possible. You know, I've watched it, I just physically do not move like that. I mean, the things with the hips and the things that you guys do is just like impossible to learn. Absolutely impossible. Well, I should try a gay bar. A lady, a friend of mine, has a bet, a dare for me to go, and when she bets I will get hit on to prove her wrong. LOL. Yeah, Matthew, I think you got some things to work out, but I think you're going to have a good time doing it. I mean, enjoy it. Enjoy your experiences. Enjoy your explorations. Just enjoy yourself. Can I twerk? I say yes. My daughters say, oh, hell no. Don't ever do that again. So, you are not going to see me twerk. That's just not going to happen. The best you're going to get is to ask, like, try to twerk for Heather, and you can ask her how it was. That's as close as you're ever going to get. Really, honestly, it's not going to happen other than that. I'm not going to stand up and do that on camera. Never. I would have to have quite a bit of alcohol in me, and they don't make that much alcohol. She must think he's good looking. Huh? It just say that comment? I could. Okay, here's tequila. I'll take a shot, but I still don't want to freaking work. I'm off tomorrow anyway, so I get to take a shot today. Sorry, I'm reading.
Oh, yucky.
Ooh.
That didn't taste good.
Oh, God, that's terrible. Have a good personality. Shots. I think that my feed shut off for a minute there. I don't know why. Kuseki? Is that what that is? No, it's... I don't know what it is. Hornitos. I can't read. I have blonde hair, brown eyes. I'm 5 foot 2 inches tall and about 150 pounds. How does that really sound like a guy you would go for? How does that sound like? It sounds like you're fine, I'm sure. A little on the short side. That's okay. I'm 5'11" and 200 pounds. So I'm way more person than you are. That came out wrong. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I just bigger. Yeah, sure. It's short. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's short. Yeah, I wanted to know the same thing, Nick. How old are you, Matthew? That's important about now. Your cat's fur is coming off? Did they get in a fight? I don't know. I haven't checked my height, Echo. I'm not sure. I would like to have. Okay, Nick's 27. That would be okay. 27 would be okay. Anything that starts with teen or ends with teen is not okay. I don't know. I should measure myself. I used to be the tallest I was ever was 5'11", and I don't know what I am now. I should measure though. I wish I would shrink to 5'8". That would be awesome. I would wish I would shrink to 5'8" and shrink this way too. Oh, the topic today, Miss Chuck O'Brien, is open. You pick. Pick whatever topic you would like to discuss, and we will decide whether or not it's worthy. Oh, damn. Annie, did you have a bad feeling? Oh, it's probably because they called me sir. It's okay. Don't worry about anything. That's not that bad. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, that is terrible. I hate doing that. Scary poor kitty. Nick, I'm 5'8". Nick, you're 5'8". You're a tall woman. That's impolite to question a man about his age. No, it isn't. I'm proud of my age. I'm 60, born in 1964. I'm proud of my age. I think I'm pretty healthy for 60, and I don't think I look half bad for 60. Who has a Midwest accent? Me? Do I have a Midwest accent? I'm from California, so I don't think so. I was born and raised in California. But my dad was from Louisiana, so maybe I got a blend. Oh, Matthew's 45. That's cool. All I cared about Matthew is that you weren't a teenager, that you weren't some kid in here. That's all I could that's the only thing about it that mattered to me personally. Hey, Annie, why did you hit Devilish Dog? Don't censor Devilish Dog. Devilish Dog's cool. You spanked Devilish. Was you being kinky, Annie? Yesterday was my grandma's birthday, 92 years old. And she passed away 10/10/24. Wish her a happy birthday. Have a happy one. Wish her a happy one. Happy birthday, Nick's grandma. 92 years old. She passed away 10/12/24. Happy birthday, Grandma. Lots of love from this room for Grandma. Oh gosh. You know, Hamaza, whatever, find a different way of asking and I'll answer you. That's a rude way of asking. I don't like it. Chuck, you're 60 as well, if you were talking to me. He wanted to get spanked. Well, if they wanted to get spanked and they're asking for it, then you need to spank away. But I think that, I thought Devilish Dog, oh wait, I'm confused. Devilish Dog is a guy. I'm sorry. I got confused with somebody else. Devilish Dog. I thought Devilish Dog was a girl for a minute. But it's not. It's a guy. Never mind. Never mind. And he, whoop, I got spanked. I got myself spanked. You're interested in Maz? I'll be gentle. Maz, there you go. You got Echo all riled up again. Good night, Devilish Dog. Oh, yo, you get spanked and then you're all happy and stuff, so you're going to slip off to bed? Good night. Thanks for coming in. We always love you around. We always love when you come in. You always add content to our chat, and we appreciate that. I certainly do. I certainly appreciate the heck out of it. I love it when the regulars come back in and hang out. I really do. It's so cool. It just it makes it feel really homely and friendly here. You can find a guy to experiment with, Matthew. Believe me, there's probably plenty of guys out there that would love to experiment with you. Seriously, there are. I mean, even ask Bailey. Maybe Bailey would like to play around a little bit. Bailey is a frisky little thing. Yeah, poke the like and subscribe, everyone. It really helps my channel out. It's like the most I've ever earned on one video, I think, was $1.42. And that's because they're not that interesting, but the room is fun. I do make a tiny, tiny bit of money, and it helps pay the bills here. So, I mean, doesn't really pay for anything, but everything helps. Anyway, never mind. You will probably get approached to a bar. Yep, I think so too. Who's Bailey? Never mind. I spoke incorrectly. I meant somebody else. I meant Echo. Oh, Echo, you just blew your own cover. Oh, no. We appreciate you too. Believe me, if you weren't around for a while, you brighten our day when you come in with your intellect, your comments, and your sense of humor is beautiful, and we love you. Hamas, Echo, I think I love you. Oh my gosh, there you go again. Echo happens every time. Every time. Yeah, wasn't that nice, Annie, for Devilish Dog to say that? Wasn't that sweet? Echo is a sweetheart. She would be nice. I don't know about being nice. Sweetheart, yeah. Nice, I don't know. I know, I seen that, Echo. That's what I just said. You got yourself another one on the hook. Reel it in. Whiz! Yeah, it's amazing how you do that. You just attract people like that. Your channel is going to go crazy successful. I think, Matthew, the best advice that you could be given right now is just to be yourself. Don't rush anything. Don't hurry anything. Just be yourself. Just relax. Enjoy the ride. Just be yourself. And don't be ashamed. Never be ashamed. You know, be your best self, like Heather said. Just be your best you, and you should never, ever apologize for that. What I was thinking, because the next time I am with somebody, it will be the first time I've ever been with a woman as a woman. I have actually thought about hiring a prostitute. I did. I'll admit it. I thought about that because no pressure, I guess. I don't know. But I don't even know how I'd go about doing that. But, you know, it's a scary thing. I definitely want to have sex again as a woman. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to and how that's going to be. I'm very nervous about that. That makes me really nervous. I know, dang it. Was that TMI? Was that TMI, Nick? I want a female. Yeah, I definitely want a female. I don't want a man. I'm not into guys at all. Zero. But I've never been with a woman as a woman, so it's going to be very nervous to me. That's why I thought about maybe if I hired a professional is the best way to go. But, I mean, TMI, I'm sure I'm talking too much about it. It makes me nervous to think about. Uh-oh. Break it down. Here it comes. Ouch, it's going to hurt, huh? Yes, I'm lesbian. In theory, no, in theory. In reality, I'm a lesbian. I have girl parts, and I'm interested in other girls with their parts. No, Mr. Patterson, I don't think I need to seek help for my mental illness. I have my mental illness under control. I know that my brain developed differently. It's okay. I'm not in any kind of a delusional state. I'm waiting for Nick to break it down. Yes, you are a lesbian in a man's body. Devilish dog. This is a fact. That was, remember when you said that the first time, we had to literally break it down step by step for Chris. I would like a feminine woman. I don't think I would like studs. Yeah, I like a feminine, soft female. Chug, 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 says Nick. Oh my gosh, it's burning. You know you drank too much when it doesn't bother you when you take a swig. The cure for gender dysphoria is to run with it. That's the cure. To let it go. To let it run a full course. That's the cure. I don't live in the South. I live in Northern California. Yeah, a femme. I prefer a feminine person, yes. In the south of France. Yeah, that's just it's a short little jaunt. Yeah, I feel you, Nick, and that's kind of, I was talking to Christine, and I want to talk to Heather about it, because I would definitely need a support person with me to do that. And when I'm done with my procedures, that's exactly how I'm probably going to approach it, just to kind of ease myself into it and get a feel for it. I don't want to do it online, at least not initially, you know, as far as meeting somebody. I want to meet somebody in person, and I just need to bring a support group with me. Where do you draw the line when you identify, add something else? I don't know what you mean. And I don't know what you mean by where do I draw the line? What does that even mean? Is there an imaginary line drawn that I don't know about? I gotta Patton, I gotta be honest. I've never really had a desire to go to France. I thought that they kind of didn't really care for people like me. You know, okay, I get you where you're coming from now, Chuck. Like, I'm white, but I can't identify as black. You could, you know, if you wanted to, but that wouldn't make you black. Just like I identify as a female, but that doesn't make me a female. It makes me Brooke. It makes me my best version as a woman. You know, I've done everything I can possibly humanly do to scratch my gender dysphoria away. And I still have other things coming, like I have some face surgery to make myself a little more feminine. I have breast augmentations that are coming to make myself feel more feminine. And at that point, I will have done everything I can to appease my transgender gender dysphoria. And therefore, in my mind, I will be the closest thing to a woman that I can possibly become, because I can't be a natural born one, but I can be as close as I possibly can. And that makes me happy. And for the people out there that doesn't make them happy, or that bothers, I'm sorry that it bothers you, but that is not my problem. That is yours. If I were to go for younger than me, would that make me... It depends on how much younger you go, Matthew. Oh, Google messed up your words. I'm sorry, then, Chuck, would you repeat your question? I am Brooke. I will stay the way that I am. Oh, I see. Well, there are going to be some subtle changes. They're not going to be drastic, but the nose is going to get done, and the chin, and the cheekbones, and the forehead. not much. I mean, I'm still going to be me. I'm still going to look like this. It'll be a little more natural look. I mean, at least that's what I'm hoping for. I had a plan when I started this, and because it does alleviate. Here's a good idea, and this is a little inside a transgender woman's mind. I'm going to let you inside for a little second on what it is to be gender dysphoric. Before I had my bottom surgery, I would do what they call tape. And it's self-explanatory. Just think about tape it. Anyway, and I would wear clothing that would definitely hug that area very tightly because I needed to prove that I was a woman to whoever was around. So I would do that. Since my surgery, since the bottom surgery has taken place, I no longer feel that need to prove that I have a vagina. So I don't wear clothes like that anymore. That's what it is to cure parts of gender dysphoria. That's what it is to take care of that issue and to make it okay and calm my mind down and make me feel authentic. That's what, to me, it feels like when gender dysphoria is there and you alleviate it. And I have 2 more steps to be done to alleviate the rest of it. And I'm hoping that that will let me live a good quality, happy existence and happy with myself for the rest of my life. That's what I'm going for. So far, I'm on track. So far, it's working according to plan. I hope it does. I hope it alleviates all those feelings of ugliness and disgust with myself and replace them with acceptance, I guess. So that's as much as I really know how to put it in words. I know, Nick, I appreciate that. Thank you. Remember, I am on camera. I point the camera in the way where I'm going to look my best, not my worst. I'm not going to point out all my bad features because, I like to look pretty on here. But I don't use filters. There are no filters on my phone. I never use a filter when it comes to this, how I look on screen. It is, you get what you get. I just think there's subtle differences that would make me feel more authentic. And those are coming. And like I said, it's a plan. I have a plan. And stage 1 is done. I got 2 more stages. I've already got the surgery, Chuck. I already got the surgery, Chuck. I already got bottom surgery. And the main one's out of the way. I got bottom surgery July 24th. Okay? So you're warning me about something that I've already been through. And that what you're warning me about didn't happen. Sorry. Echo. I didn't for the video I made today. I guess when I use the voice changer, it's kind of like wishful thinking because I wish my voice sounded more like that, but it doesn't. Yeah, Nick, and I already had the most aggressive surgery that during a trans process, in my opinion, you can have. That is bottom surgery. That is dismantling of the male penis and creating a vagina. It's already done. I already did it. It's gone. And it made me feel fantastic, self-assured, and authenticated. I felt no other negative feelings for it. I felt nothing but positive feelings when I went through it. Although it was extremely painful. The recovery time was extremely long and arduous, but it was worth it. You see, Chuck, you're not listening to what I'm saying. I already had it. And I'm not spending my life in and out of hospitals, right? It's done. It's fine. It's no different than if I didn't do it and I kept going on the path that I was going, I would have had a one-way ticket to the morgue. Okay, so I'm happy with what I went through. I'm more than happy with it. My doctors and myself and my nurse and Chris, when we first had it unveiled, I cried because it was that moving to me. It was that authentic feeling. It's hard to explain. If you don't have gender dysphoria, help me out here, Bailey. help me out here. You know, to try to explain how that feels to have that completed is incredible for me. But other people, it would be the most horrifying nightmare they ever had. But for me, this is what it is. Yeah, the suicide rate, and I have a different idea on that, Nick, of why I think that people that take their own lives in this community do it for. A lot of people believe that it's because they're refused the opportunity to transition. Although I do believe that that causes stress, and it does cause a lot of anxiety. I think the main reason that people choose that path is from denial and rejection. And I think rejection from their family members is probably the most affected way of adding to their dysphoria and their dismay. Because when you get rejected by your family, it hurts. Because they're rejecting what you feel is the true you, and they are rejecting it. I know this because I went through it. The most down time I've ever had was dealing with the loss of the love of my family. That has been the closest I've ever thought about, is it worth it? Is when it comes to the love of my family. So I believe that that is why I think if people would support transgender people, just say, no matter what, I love you. This, I may not understand what you're doing. I may not agree with what you're doing. I may not whatever what you're doing, but I love you and I want you to be happy. If they would just do that, I think it would help a lot of people. Do you have to be 21? Oh, yeah, alcohol, you have to be 21. 18. I am against children transitioning before they're 18, just for the record. Andrew, I remember you, Andrew. I absolutely remembered you. How have you been? How come you haven't been coming around? Did you not hit the notification button? Or maybe I'm on your friends list way at the end. But I'm happy that you're back. Unfortunately, you're coming in right at the end. I've already been on for a long time, and it's 12:30. I do encourage anybody to, if you want some entertainment, this thing many people think we're wrong. I'll read yours in a second, Bailey, because I really want to hear what you say. But I did make a video about my rant and my rage about what I think about trans women in women's sports. It might surprise some people out there that don't like trans people what my opinion was, but I called out the athletes to do what's right. And whether I'm right in doing so or I'm not right in doing so, I did it because I did what I thought was correct. I put out there what I thought was the correct thing, in my opinion. So it's before I did it tonight. Before that, it's already out in the live video. It was an hour long, and I repeated myself a lot. But I would encourage people to watch it and share it and like, so that other people can see it, because I truly want them athletes to be called out on this bull crap that they're doing, pretending like they don't have an advantage over their female adversary, their female competition, because they do. They need to admit it. They're the only ones that can actually come out and stop this right now and say it's correct. We do have the advantage. It's not fair to the women. That's what it was all about. And I need that to get out, because I want it to reach the ears of these athletes and have them do the right thing and come forward and stop the argument, stop the debate, before it costs everybody a bunch of money and legal fees and goes to courts and all that stupid stuff. Please just do what's right. And what's right is to admit that you have an advantage over your opponents. But yes, welcome back, Andrew. Sorry to get that. Anyway, I was just pushing forward. I want people to watch that and to see what my point of view is. If I'm wrong and you disagree with me, by all means, blast me in the comments. I'll read every single one of them. But it needs to get out there, because this conversation has been going on too long. It's ridiculous. It needs to end. It needs to end now. We need to be real with ourselves. These athletes need to look themselves in the mirrors and be proud of the medals they won, not feel like they took them away from candy from a baby. Please, just watch it. Tell me what you think. If you don't like it, give me a big F you. If you do like it, please put your thumbs up on there. so that the algorithm will spread it around. It will go nowhere if people don't watch it and people don't give it thumbs up. It will just sit there, like most of my videos. How'd you know, Andrew? How'd you know? That's really observant. That is really observant. Really observant. I'm impressed. I am impressed. That's absolutely correct. I am doing that intentionally. Welcome back. You fit right in. That's for sure. That caught me off guard there. That is very, very yeah, that's good. By the way, Brooke, my fiance wants the vaginoplasty. I don't know how it's spelled. I get it in English. Do you think is the best? In all honesty, people, I'm going to talk some stuff here that is medical. I might, turn some people off to hear about it, but to have the vaginoplasty is more painful. I had the labiaplasty, and the vaginoplasty is a lot of maintenance, and it's constant. And I from what I understand, the reality and the truth of it is, it's a lifetime. That if you stop having sex, then you need to continue to dilate. You can never stop. Because if you do, it will close up. That's why people like to say it's an open wound, but it's not. I made my decision based on my age and my sexual preference in partners. Therefore, I chose to not have a canal. I have everything else except for the canal. And that was safer for me because there's less chance of infection. And it's easier as far as the healing process goes, and it's a lot less maintenance. But if you have a male partner that still is sexually active, then you'll probably want to go with the full vaginoplasty. Is it worth it? I can't tell you that because I didn't have that, and I had no need for it. Is it worth it for me, what I had done? Yes. 1,000%. I would have it no other way. I'd do it again and again and again, even though it has been 7 or 8 weeks of extreme pain. I would still do it again. I hope that helped with your question. I really do. I hope it helped. That's the best answer I could give you. That's the most honest answer I could put out there. What's it like peeing? From what I understand, it's the same as natural born women. It kind of at times can get all over the place. But for me, having peed the other way my whole life, the hardest part is when I'm outside working on the ranch and I gotta pee. I can just find a corner and just, now it ain't like that. I have tried to pee outside and I made a mess, which is kind of gross. I had to go change. It's been a challenge because I'm not used to having one, and they're a lot of maintenance to keep one of them things down there, but I would have it no other way. It's definitely more mental to me than anything, I think. I mean, it's physical. I can see it. I can feel it. I feel whole. But it's also a mental calming that it had done for me. I work on a ranch. I live and I work at the same place. That's why, Nick. Sorry, that must have been a little bit confusing. I work where I live. I live where I work. It's on a dairy ranch. I'm a ranch hand. I work with cattle and stuff every day. So I can pee at work, but we really don't have a bathroom other than the ones in our houses because it's the same place. That's why. But that's a legitimate question. Otherwise, you'd be like, why can't you? The ranch is, my gosh, combined with the property that we rent and the property that's owned by the ranch is probably a few thousand acres. And it's stretched out through probably about 5 city miles. So you can be in a part where you just can't get to a bathroom. Yeah, it's there. You can be quite a distance from the restroom, especially if I'm on this place called Manor, and there is no restrooms up there. I was up there working on a barn, getting together the feed stalls and stuff, soldering or welding them and cutting them. Anyway, and I had to go there, and there's nowhere else to go. So take shelter behind the freaking bucket of the tractor and let her rip. I am a ranch girl myself, Patton. You know, if you look at my videos, you would see the cows and everything in there, so you understand that that's my life that I live. And what Nick was just saying was, damn, how big is the ranch where you can't get to a bathroom? Well, now that's why. Sometimes I can. Usually I can. Usually I work in this area, but, you know, when I work further away from the ranch, then it is what it is. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go because I gotta eat. It is my night off, but I want to go. I might come back on because Christine went to bed. I'm not tired right now, probably because of the alcohol. But if I eat too much, I might get a food coma. So I'm not promising that I'll be back, but I might not. You know, so Nick, stay. Okay, what time is it? 7:30. Yeah, bon appetit. I really do need to eat because I did drink. I do have some. I got to go help a friend of mine clean the gutters of his. I hate doing it, but I have to. He's an older person, older than me, and once a year I go over there and I help them clean the gutters full of leaves and stuff off the roof. It's not about money because I really don't get paid because he's just an older person. It's just a pain in the butt, but I do it every year. I promise, and I have to live up to my promise. The next live stream will be tomorrow night. Usually it's only Thursdays and Mondays, but this was a special week because a few things that I really needed to get off my chest, mainly about the trans athletes. So, but thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate the understanding and the love. And for those of you that are not already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification button. God, everybody says this when they do it. But those are the things that matter to the algorithm. Tomorrow morning for you, yes, Patton. I usually come on somewhere around 9 o'clock. Between 9 and 10 o'clock at night is when I usually come. So that would be when. Oh, I keep looking down here because I'm looking down here, but you guys are up there. So that would be when I'll come back on tomorrow night after I do what I got to do. I do have to go to court and finish all my name change bullshit. So I love you all, just like Devilish Dog said. And thank you for all my new friends, all my old friends, and hopefully you guys will come back and see us. X-Ghost, I remember you, but you're coming in right at the last minute. We're just getting ready to close up shop. I might come back on later. I might not. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after I eat some supper. So thank you guys. I love you all. It's been one of the best live feeds I think I've had so far. So yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Oh gosh, X-Ghost. I really enjoy having conversations with you too. I've already been on for 2 hours and 23 minutes, and I did an hour earlier today. So give me a little chance to fix my voice. So talk to you guys soon. Keep your notifications on in case I come back on, so you guys can come back in and we can yak again. So thanks to everybody, new friends, old friends, Annie, Heather, if you're gone, I know that. All of my regulars, Devilish Dog, you know, shoot, Nick, of course, Bailey, everybody, Annie. Goodbye. Love you.